guys, it's Novelist, and I'm gonna try to be real quick with this video. So this is like my wrap up since like the beginning of the month to like the 22nd. I read a lot of books, well, so far, but I just wanted to like quickly run through my thoughts. Some of them I'm gonna have to like make a separate video. But the first book that I read, well, finished reading, was Dirty Desires. This is the novella to the Lion and the Mouse series by Kenya Wright. It's 3.5, and I need to create a video dedicated to the whole entire series because I have a lot to say about that whole entire series. But I'm very like this one focuses on Ava and Misha. Misha is like the computer geek of the Brava. He can hack into anything and all that other stuff. So, and he's tough, like he's like a murderer. Okay, but he basically falls in love with Ava, and he's basically trying to woo her. There's a lot of mishaps that happen in this book. I mean, like out of all the book series, this one is the most funniest, to be honest. Like I was laughing at some points, like a lot of points, and it's like, yo, this is like the most like as lighthearted as you can get with this whole situation, because I feel so bad for Misha, because he, on one hand, he's dealing with Ava and like the situation with that and the grandmother, and on the other hand, he's dealing with someone stealing something from his family, and he has to get them back. And obviously it left off at a cliffhanger, so you had to continue reading. But since I already read the whole entire story, I already know what happens, and hopefully, you know, we'll continue. And Kenya Wright, she I tweeted something out, and like she said, yes, there will be a second novella based on these two. And I was like, yes, because like the grandma, I want to see more of the grandma and like their uncle. Yeah, I want something like some little tiny novella based on the grandma and the uncle, and like the uncle trying to woo Ava's grandma. So yes, everybody's getting matched today. So sorry. And yeah, I gave that what, at least 5 stars. Yeah. Next I read Roots of the Wicked. I finished reading it by and it's by Kendrick and Kita Kendrick. Oh my goodness. So you follow this girl named Jax. She's in STEM. She's black, of course. And then you have Jesus Christ, Chase, and he is this billionaire, and something bad happens. Obviously, someone is trying to ruin their relationship, to be honest. And let's see, Jax, she has a secret past that later comes up to play because someone's trying to blackmail them and like trying to expose her, and then they're also using that as a witch to break them apart. And when we found out who it is, I was like, I didn't know that was you. And like there's a lot more stuff that reveals later on, but like, yeah, I'm very satisfied with the ending. I think I gave it 4 stars. But like, yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to read this book, because this was like high on my list. But I'm glad I finished reading it, and I'm excited to read more from this author, because she has other series I want to read, and hopefully I forgot. Because like she kind of, well, it's not their fault, but like I accidentally heard a spoiler in one of their live streams, so hopefully I forgot the name of the book that the spoiler was mentioning it in, because it has to do with a major character death. So hopefully I forgot. I'm not going to think about it anymore, because I'm sure it's going to make me remember, and then I'll have to wait a long ass time again just so I can forget. So yeah, I give that 5 stars. Like it was so good. Like the sex and stuff, the erotica in there is good. Next we got Set by Alexandria House. Now I'm gonna be honest here, I don't know why, ever since the McCain Brothers series, I hadn't been feeling Alexandria House. Like I tried with the Starkland Sister. I'm not gonna finish that series, even though I have like my friend gifted me the whole entire audiobook, so thank you, series. But like I think for her I will finish it, the entire series for the Starkland sisters. But like them boys, even though they're like really short like novellas, it took me a long ass time. Let's see, for Set, I started reading this like what, last month on the 11th, and I completed it earlier on this month of July on the 5th. So it took me a long ass time just to complete like a novella that's like 85 pages long. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. It's cute and all, but like no. I gave it what, 3 stars, because it was just meh. Anyway, next I have Behold the Dreamers by Imbolo Membe. And this was a book, this was I'm so sorry, like it's hot. Okay, this is the book for the Black Prose Book Club, and this is our book for like the 3rd part of the year. And I gave this book, I think 3.5 stars. My god, I do not trust none of these white people. That white bitch, I'm gonna say it, like that white bitch, I knew she couldn't be trusted. So when you know the main character's wife did what she did, I didn't feel guilty. I did not feel guilty at all. I was like, this bitch, because like when she turned around and like did the same thing that white people be doing, I was like, I don't trust none of you. And it was like, wow. And like the main character, like all these people are flawed and stuff. Like there is abuse that goes on and shit, but like, and drug use. But my god, I hope. Anyway, if that was me, I was like, listen, I'm okay with the ending. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but like my camera overheated for my phone. So let me quickly run down what the story is about for Behold the Dreamers. It's basically about this family of immigrants it's like a slice of life, to be honest with you, but they're trying to stay in America. This travels throughout a few years, the time frame, but like this was around during Obama's became president, and yeah, it's basically one man struggled for his green card and stuff so he can stay in the country. So yeah, and so, like I said before, it's a 3.5 stars. I didn't really like it as much, so that's probably why I boosted up, like, a 0.5 up there. But yeah, like, towards the end is when things started to pick up for me, at least when it comes to, like, the plot and the relationships between these people. And it's like, I don't know, man. Either way, I don't feel bad for that white woman at all. I said what I said. Moving on. We have New Destiny, a Asian man and black woman dragon fantasy romance by Kaylee. It's okay. It's basically about this woman. I forgot her name already. It was a short, like, novelette, basically. But basically, you follow this smart professor who always is obsessed with Shangri-La. She's always, drawn to it. And then you start off with, like, this dude who appears to be in Shangri-La, banging the drums, like, just to summon her to discover the secrets of Shangri-La. I feel like if this was more plot-driven, it would have been great, because, like, I felt like if this was, like, almost a full-length novel, this would have been a whole lot of fun, because, like, there was certain ways, but, like, they had to, like, cut it short, and it's like, oh, I gave this, like, at least 2 stars. like, the plot was there, but, like, no smut, barely, and she just accepted being married to this man. It was very quick, like I said, and it's like, I guess they were destined to be together. Turns out she's a hidden dragon and all that other stuff. Child, no, it was okay. I'm not feeling it. So, yeah. I didn't really like it as much. I'm, like, really looking for, Asian man, black woman stories that I want to get into. So, yeah. So, the next one that I read is Complicated Hearts. It's part of the Complicated Hearts duet by Ashley Jade. Now, I actually read a duology of hers earlier on in this year, and I'm craving it. It's an menage a trois. No, not menage a trois. Basically, it's an MMF romance. And it is complicated. Honey, so at the beginning, okay, we already start off with some ish, okay? And we have Landon, Asher, and I'm gonna call her Bree, even though that's not her name. Bristle, I think. But either way, Bristle and Landon, he is this rich guy in the very beginning back in high school. They fall in love. During prom, he broke her heart because apparently he has, some gay feelings towards someone. And then we go to his perspective, and, like, at first I was like, the audacity of this man. Like, dude, you're asking her to wait, but then when you discover what's going on, and he's being blackmailed by this dude who's a psychopath, to be honest with you, and it's like, wow, kill him. Don't do it, but, like, listen, Ashley Jade has been to some dark places with her book, so if like, some characters end up dying, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. And then you got Asher, who's, he's this geeky guy, he's handsome and stuff like that, he's, studying to be a teacher, but he really wants to be a musician. And they all somehow end up in the same high school, in the same college. However, you got this plot with Landon, because he lost his inheritance. I'm not going to tell you how. But, and now his younger brother, is in debt to this mafia family, and who happens to be the coach, and he's blackmailing them. And it's like, listen, if you don't, like, help our team win this championships, and mind you, this college football team, they haven't won a championship since, like, for 10 years. At least. So it's like a hard thing to do. So now he's being pressured to do that. Plus, being bullied because of what happened to his previous school because he got kicked out. Landon, the rich guy. So he's really close to his brother. I like the relationship between him and his brother. And then you have Asher. He's the geeky guy. He's the nerdy guy. They end up being, he, in the beginning, Asher and Bristle, they break up because, Bristle, she's going through some stuff because she's still heartbroken over what happened back in high school. And, like, she notices that it's, really affecting her and her relationship. So it's like, you know what, you don't deserve this. I'm going to go to Europe and shit. So most of the time for this first book, she's in Europe. And she's going through these complex feelings and all that other shit, right? So she knows that she loves Landon. No, she loves Asher because, this is like new love. It's like, I know that this person is right for me, but I still have feelings for Landon despite what he did to me. So she's in Europe and all that other shit, right? Then you got Asher. He's starting to, like, have some feelings for, like, he has feelings for Bristle, but for Landon, it's like, I don't know, he never done things with a guy before and stuff. So, like, but he's like, oh my god, this is like forbidden fruit and stuff. But, like, they're having a friendship so far. And with Landon and Asher being a mentor / mentee type of thing, because Asher is like the geeky guy, so he's like the tutor. So there's that relationship. But here's the thing, he doesn't know that Asher, they don't know about each other technically, right? So Landon, he doesn't know that the ex-girlfriend that Asher is, like, moping over is Bristle, the girl that he still loves and has feelings towards, but he's trying to move on from that stuff because, despite what he did, and he still has feelings for her. And then Asher, he still has feelings for Bristle, but he's starting to have feelings for Landon, right? And, they're having feelings for each other. And Bristle, she has feelings for both of these people because, Landon's from the past, but, like, Asher's in the future. Then it ends on a cliffhanger. I'm just saying that, and you're gonna have to continue reading on to the next part. And I was like, yo, and here's the thing. Asher, he doesn't like he knows that about an ex-boyfriend, but he doesn't know, the ex-boyfriend's name. Honey, shit's about to get complicated. Yo, that's stupid. Anyway, yo, I'm gonna continue reading on with the series, but I gotta complete my other tasks and stuff. So there's that. Next, what else? I read The Killing Fog, The Great Kingdom by Jeff Wheeler. I got this earlier on in the year, like literally a day before it's released. So technically it's an ARC, and it's through this Amazon thing. I forgot what it's called, but either way, I managed to get an ARC on this, right? My God, I wish I read this sooner, because this is so much fun. Like, I was listening and, taking notes to the audiobook, and oh my God, that betrayal. I have feelings that there's certain elements that reminds me of the Poppy War, but not really. And it's like a mix of our world and a fantasy world. And I really like the world building and stuff. But basically, you follow this girl named Beijing, I think. Beijing, child, I forgot. I'm sorry. Basically, she's one of the snow-kissed. She has white hair and all that stuff. So you already know she's going to be the chosen one trope, which fits with my challenges for like the pop culture readathon for Third Ride. And man, certain bad things happen. Her whole family gets murdered. So now she's on this revenge quest. It kind of fast forward between the prologue and how she is now. So she's been trained and all that stuff. So there's no training section for that part. But then they are on this quest to go take this artifact back to this greedy ass king. And here's the thing, she has this special ability to smell people's emotions. So she's really reliable on that stuff. So it helps her a lot, but it's like sometimes there's limitations, because sometimes if she's around a large group of people, other people's emotions tend to overwhelm her, and she's trying to focus on one person's emotions, other people's smell tends to overtake it and stuff. But basically, there's this weird dragon king legend and kingdom, and they accidentally, wake up some shit, and now it's taking over the kingdom. Now they gotta fight and all that stuff. She's the chosen one of the Phoenix and stuff. See, like, when they mentioned Phoenix and stuff, I was like, Poppy War. But like, the second book is already out, so it's like everything I'm really liking. I should probably talk about series that, they're like releasing all these like series really fast all in 1 year, and I was like, yo, I'm really liking Kindle and stuff. So there's that. I think I'll read and listen through it again. No, through the second one. But yeah, the first one is available on Kindle Unlimited. So it's the second one. You can read and listen through Kindle Unlimited as well, or pay $5.99 for just the ebook. I don't know how much the audiobook costs, but like, I'm loving it. Like, I almost wanted to like immediately go afterward to go to the second book, but I have like other books I want to get through. So there's that. Okay, and then we have Silence of the Withering Skin by Tulu Tasami. I don't know, but it's in Own Voices. This takes place in South Africa. I think it's the same place that well, it's one of the countries within South of Africa, but I think it's the same place that the author's from. But all I have to say is, here's the thing, this is a novella. This is 75 pages long, but it's so dense, and it's like magical realism where you're just kind of thrown into the world, right? And because it's so dense, and like there's so many themes and stuff, like themes of colorism, themes of gentrification, and so if you're doing the Fuckathon by Nora Reads, this could be it, because there's so many themes in this. And I feel like in African spirituality and stuff, here's the thing, I'm not that versed in like African mythology, so there's certain things that went over my head, but certain things I'm able to like pick up on. Is like, I need to do a separate video and just go through my notes that I took and what was my thought process, and just to like make a video on it. Not really a full-fledged review, but just to put my thoughts into a video, kind of like a blah video, but like, there's just a lot. Like, and it's kind of creepy feeling, because you got ghosts and shit, then you got this train, then you got like 2 districts, and everything, and it's like you're trying to fight back, and it's like, and you're following this one, and there's like a poly relationship in this, so you got a main character and a black woman, and child, there's a lot going on in this book, like a lot. And I was like, yo, yeah, I downloaded my notes so I can like talk about it, because this is that novella for something that's like only 75 pages long. That's a lot. Like, there's so many different metaphors. I'm sure that if I was more versed in like African spirituality and like mythology, I would be able to pick up on a whole bunch of nuances, because I feel like there's something there within like reading between the lines, but like I feel like it went over my head. So this is something that I want to reread again. So there's that, and like compare my notes, my past notes and shit. So yeah, there's that. I think that's all that I read. Yay! Yeah, that's all that I read. So I'm gonna speed this up. I probably will show you like what I have read already and stuff like that. I need to highlight, the Candyman, because I already completed, my bingo for the pop culture readathon, which I forgot to mention my last readathon that I was participating in that. But I am so excited. So now that I completed my bingo for that, yeah, I'm definitely gonna cheat for the other prompts. Just saying. I already posted like a Twitter thread on what I read for those prompts. So there's that. And like Fuckathon, I completed. Technically, I could complete. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So far 3, but based on the other books I'm reading, I could complete 4, and by the end of today, and hopefully I can complete the other shit. So there's that. Yeah, that's it, and I gotta get to work, and goodbye.
Read a book, read a